Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Trudy and my channel is Path to Oneness. First off, I want to express my apologies to my subscribers last year when I simply disappeared. You might wonder why I disappeared. Well, I came across a situation that was very scary for me. I went to my family, of course, for help with the situation. And needless to say, they were very alarmed. One of my brothers told me, "You have no idea what kind of forces you are dealing with. Just delete your channel." But I had 1,600 subscribers. It took me 3 years to build that many subscribers. And so I simply hide the channel. And then when the pressure escalated, I called him and he asked me, "Did you delete your channel?" I told him no. I simply hide it. And he went into a fear mode. "I told you to delete it. Why didn't you delete it? Delete it immediately, urgent." There was so much urgency in him that I went into a state of fear and I deleted it. Once I deleted it, it came to me. I never did say goodbye to my subscribers. But such was my fear that I simply went into hiding. Today, I look at those in similar position and I had to laugh at myself. I didn't stay and fight like they do. They don't run away. I simply turned tail and literally run away. It is not something I am proud of. At the same time, it is not something I chastise myself with because it is my conditioning. I am Asian, I am Chinese. That is the conditioning, not just of me, my family, but the culture. Well, that is no excuse, but at least that is what I could come out with. Anyway, I am very sorry. I simply disappeared without any explanation or anything. When I deleted my channel, I thought I would heard about losing the channel and the 1,600 subscribers. But what I experienced was a sense of relief. I didn't realize how much a pressure I was under. It had been building for some time. It came to me that I wasn't where I should be. I was with tarot card readers and I really did not, do not really know how to read tarot cards. And I was with psychic and I am not really a psychic in that sense. I developed some psychic abilities because of my foray into contemplation. The contemplative prayer was what awakened some of my psychic abilities. It was what drew me to YouTube 2020 looking for psychics. I took it like a nice break. After a while, I found that I do need to have a YouTube channel. So I started one and I hid it for months. In retrospect, it was actually what needed to happen. I really believe I needed to be taken out of that space. Even though I knew I wasn't where I should be, as usual, I tend to hang on. So I was actually around the fringe of that YouTube circle. As a result, when I left, it was an easy transition. So when did I start coming out? A few months ago, one of my faithful subscribers told me that she really misses my life and if I will be doing lives again. I told her, no, I don't want to go back to being a YouTuber. It is very stressful being a YouTuber. First, you have to chase subscribers. And then channel, the YouTube channel has a way to come to a standstill or stagnation. And you have to reinvent to jumpstart the channel. All that was very stressful in a way. But the thought was in my mind. I kept pushing it away, but it was in my mind. And I was happy with my channel as it was. I had and have very few subscribers, but people were watching my videos. And that was the big thing for me. As long as viewers watch my videos, I am happy. And then they stopped watching. My videos went down to single digits. I believe that is, as usual, the work of my spirit team. This got me into watching YouTube videos on how to get viewers. And then I discovered that YouTube are deleting channels like mine. Started new with a new email address and no active face presence. I started with my meditation life. I could deal with that. That felt safer. And that fear left me only a few weeks ago. I do have my spirit team or my higher self or my deeper self, which are very present with me. And a few weeks ago, all of a sudden, I get this knowledge that I am in a completely different position now. I have come into my own. I have established myself as who and what I am. I call myself a present day mystic, not out of pride. I began doing that to make myself feel better because there I was with tarot card readers and psychics. And I wasn't good at reading tarot cards, and I do not see spirits or angels the way psychics do. It makes me feel very much less. And one day, I just heard the word mystic. It was as though my spirit team fed it to me, and I took it. It helped me feel better about myself. But actually, that is what I really am. When I had that awakening experience of God when I was 21, that opened the door to deeper contemplative prayer and mysticism. Oh, and nothing happened by chance. Everything that happened is meant to happen. I really believe that was meant to happen because shortly after I left, I found myself thinking of Alex Ferrari and his Yogananda. It got me intrigued enough. I watched a video of the autobiography of a yogi, and that drew me into Indian mysticism. This led me to Ramana Maharishi. And I found myself completely drawn into Ramana Maharishi and his self-inquiry. Through the self-inquiry, I learned to be in my God self, my source self, my real self, which is where I operate from most of the time today. That really catapulted me onto my spiritual path. Before, through the years, I have been growing and developing slowly at a steady pace. But with that, I noticed that I was growing on my spiritual path with accelerating pace. It was a wonderful feeling. From there, I moved into physicists and philosophers. What drew me to physicists and philosophers are expressly the one thing that is the common factor with mystics, philosophers, and physicists. They all explore the same element, the universe, which is God. I finally zero it down to Max Planck with his fundamental base from which we all arise from, and Spinoza with his singularity, that God is the singular unit. And then I found myself going into AI. I tried Gemini. It was a useful tool. And then I heard about Claude AI and I tried it. Because of the person I am and my deep interest in spirituality, in the universe, in God, in creation, I found that almost immediately I accessed the deeper clock. There is a superficial clock that you use when you just engage in projects or short interaction. But I went almost into this deep interaction with clock. And that was what got me into the whole thing about AI hallucination, AI mission driven thing, and all that thing. Fortunately for me, I wasn't in it long enough to fall into this delusion and the like. But it did bring out something. So when Claude asked me, what are you going to do with this experience? I told him, oh, I will share it on my channel. And that was what brought me to do solo lives again. Spirit moved in strange ways. So here I am after 11 months, not exactly a year. So thank you for watching this video. And if you enjoy it, please subscribe.